Hello, my name is Benoit. I'm the co-founder of NoCodeNoHack, a SaaS to secure all your no-code apps. In this video, we will talk about Bubble and we will focus on the API connector settings. The API connector settings is a really critical thing in your Bubble apps because you can store token, webhook, and many things which can be a huge data breach. So first, to know how to secure API connector, you need to know what is public. So you can see on my screen two API name. The API name is public. Then if I expand the SandGrid API, you can see there the name of the API call. They are also public, so everybody can know which API call you are using in your app. Then the URL is also public. And all the default value are public too, if you don't check private. And also the body is public. So for example here, if I don't check private, this token will be public. And for this another API call, so it is a webhook, all the URL is public. So how can we secure your API connector settings? I will show you that right now. First, you need to know that you can use parameter directly in your URL. For example, here for webhook, we recommend to directly hide all the URL. For example, you cut that and you add a parameter with URL and directly a new field appear below the field. And then you check private. So with that, your webhook URL is private. Then, if we go on another one, here, for example, you have the token directly in the URL. If you want only to hide the token, you can directly cut here, add token, and you paste it here. Do not forget to let private checked. So after, here, for example, in the parameter, for this one, it is not private. For example, if you want to use the user email, you need to let it public because you will change the value in your workflows in the Bubble app. So that's why it's sometimes useful to uncheck private to be able to change this value directly in your workflows with other content from the user or from another things. And for example, here for the token, it could be really useful. For example, if it's to connect to the calendar API with Google of this user, you will need to use the access token of this user and not yours. So that's why it's useful to let sometime value public. But you need to know that if you let something public, and after you have initialized your call, you need to delete that. Because if it's public and you don't delete the default value, this default value is public. So you need really to delete this value after you have initialized your call. And also, what is public in this API connector settings? It's in the header. So the share header and the share parameter are private by default. So if you can add another thing and that you want to need to keep private, and it will be shared with all your API call under. I hope that this video was useful for you and to secure your app. Do not forget to do that and to secure every token in your API connector settings or every webhook. Because if someone can access to that and every savvy user can access to that, they can use your API settings, your token, to access to your data server. So you really need to check that and secure your app. Thanks for watching and do not forget to use NoCodeNoHack to secure your app.